Hi, Smarties. Here with your math lesson for today. To warm up our brains and get them ready to go, we are going to do more math facts today. We're not going to do a number of the day. We're going to do some math facts, but we're not doing addition. We are going to do subtraction. So, when you see the math fact, okay, quickly try to figure it out before I give you the answer. Okay, here we go. 5. Next one. Think in your head 8. Count back 2. 6. 7. 1. I had 9 cookies. I ate 9 cookies. How many are left? 0. Good job, Smarties. If you have math facts at home, like cards at home, or you want to make some on index cards, it's a great way to practice that math fluency. So today we are wrapping up topic 12, which was all about measurement and measuring length and height and using non-standard units of measurement. So we are going to wrap up with like our little kind of mini overview. It's usually the assessment we take when we're in the classroom, but we're going to do it together here. And then tomorrow, since it's Friday, is math games. I will teach you a new math game, or you can play the one that I went over last week, and then we'll begin topic 13 on Monday, which is all about time. So, here we go. This is kind of you're able to do this on the screen, so you can pause it and just kind of point and do it on the screen, measuring things and doing things. I wish there was a way to upload these, but there's not. So we're gonna do the best we can. So here we go. Question 1. We're not gonna do all the questions. We'll do some of them. But question 1 says, circle the tool or tools you would use to measure the length of the picture. Then explain why. So we have this picture frame, okay, and it has straight edges. So if I asked you to measure this picture, the one that's in the book, would you use cubes, like when we made our cube out of the sticky note, our makeshift cube, or would you use string? Or could you use both? Okay, this is kind of your own opinion, as long as you can back it up. If you said I would use cubes, well, why would you use cubes? Okay, if you said I would use a string, great. Why would you use a string? Okay, so for this one, you could use both cubes and string. Cubes, it has straight edges. We don't have any like worms, like wiggles that we need a string to follow. So you could use cubes. That's the method I would choose first, but you could also use string. You have very straight edges. You could use string to measure it as well. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Which word describes the red line? And look at that. Which word describes the red line? It has one of our endings today from our phonics lesson. So find the red line and point to it. You pointed to this line, you are correct. You have a blue, black, and red line. Okay, out of these 3 lines, and you can see they're all lined up. Out of these 3 lines, is the red line the shortest, the middle, the tallest, or the longest? A, B, C, or D. Shortest, middle, tallest, or longest? The red line. Remember, length. If you said longest, you are correct. The red line is the longest out of these 3 lines. Nice job. All right, 3, it says use cubes to measure the height of the notebook. So you have a notebook here, and this is the height, okay? This is the length, how long it is. This is how tall, the height of it. So you're going to need to grab your sticky note. Maybe you saved your cube from the other day when you made it. And you are going to need to measure how many cubes it is. If you need to pause it and do it at this time, go ahead and do that. And see how many cubes it is. So again, this is just good practice, kind of good review of what we've been doing. You're just following along with me. Okay, here we go. Same thing, now with a feather. Okay, you're going to use your cube. If you have the connecting cubes at home, awesome. Otherwise, like I taught you how to do out of a sticky note or a piece of paper, just make your makeshift cube. And now you're going to measure the leaf. Okay, it might be a little different than the answers they give you. They give you 2, 6, 4, and 8. So it may be different. Looking at this, okay, I'm pretty sure it's not 6 or 8. My guess would be 4, just kind of eyeballing it. How many? But see how many cubes you get for the leaf. Remember, even though it's at a curve, you go from the one end of the leaf to the other. Okay. 5. 5 says, measure the blue, red, and yellow lines with cubes. Which sentences are true about the lines? Choose all that apply. So once you measure all of these lines with your cube, okay, that you made out of paper, then you are going to check the ones that apply. Is the blue line the shortest? If it is, out of these 3, then you would check it. The blue line is longer than the yellow line. If the blue line is longer than the yellow line, then you would check this box. And something that I like to do when I'm done measuring, okay, let's say that this red line was 1 cube. I like to put the number above it as to how many cubes it is. Okay? If the red line is the shortest, then you would check it. And the yellow line is longer than the blue line, you would check that box. Okay? Number 6. 6 and 7. Circle the object that is shorter. Use the red object to help. So, you have a cube and you have a crayon. And they're using a paper clip as the unit of measurement. So if you think the cube is shorter than the crayon, then you would circle the cube. If you think the crayon is, you would circle the crayon. If you circled the cube, you are right. What about the marker and the eraser? They're using a pencil as the unit of measurement. Again, circle the shorter object out of the marker and the eraser. If you circle the eraser, you are correct. And our last one, kind of a nice little challenge question. It says, Tom measures the shoe with paper clips. Did Tom measure correctly? Explain why. So take a look at this shoe and take a look at how the paper clips are lined up. Now they look pretty straight. And you can see that they started at one end of the shoe and went to the other end of the shoe. But did he measure them correctly? Did he line the paper clips up correctly? Are there any gaps? Do the paper clips overlap each other at all? Okay, I want you to come up with your answer if Tom measured the shoe correctly. Think about all those questions I just asked you. Are there gaps? Are there overlaps? Think about those 2 questions in particular. All right, so pretty simple math lesson today. It's just wrapping up our topic 12, all about units of measurement and measuring length and height. So that is your math lesson for today. If you did it on your computer or maybe you wrote it out, great. Tomorrow is Friday, so that means we get to play some math games on Friday. And like I said, next week we will start our unit on time. So that is it for today, Smarties. Stay warm today, snuggle up under a blanket and read a good book. Play a board game with your family. Have fun with those paper airplanes that you made. And I will see you tonight for our PJ bedtime story read aloud. So make sure you tune into that for tonight, and I will see you later. Bye for now, Smarties.